Welcome back. This Saturday is the city of Sioux Falls' most anticipated game of the season, the Key to the City between USF and Augustana. This is the sixth meeting between the two NSIC foes in the Division II era, and although it's not the longest rivalry in the area, it is the closest. For more on the rivalry series, here's Carla Metts, who caught up with both sides earlier this week.
2 minutes by car, less than 15 minutes by foot. A total 0.7 miles if you take the long way. That's the distance between Augustana University and the University of Sioux Falls. And every season for the past 5 years, the Vikings and the Cougars go head-to-head for the key to the city.
And we try to approach every game week like it's another game week, and you try not to make it special. You try not to make it anything more than it is, but I'd be lying to say that this isn't a special game for us, and it is one that's on our schedule, and we all anticipate this week. It's a great week. It's a week where you never question if anybody's going to be focused heading into practice, for them and for us. I think this game does bring the best out of everybody on both teams.
Augie week, it's always a special week, rivalry, them being a couple blocks away, seeing a whole bunch of Augie people around town. It's always a fun week, especially preparing for the week and then getting to Saturday and having all the fans cheer, having everybody, all the alumni come by and just support. It's a big game and it's just a fun atmosphere to be in.
The series started back in 2012 after USF moved up and into the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference after winning 4 national championships at the NAIA level. The Cougars lead the rivalry series 4-1, and each of those games come with notable memories, especially from the last 2 meetings.
It would be 2 years ago from us when we were at their place, and then we got to take the key here. And then also a noteworthy memory would be last year when we got it taken from us. Whether it's good or bad, they are memories that stick with you, and they're the ones that motivate you in the off season and make you ready to go for this week. And that's just kind of how it goes.
The two teams alternate fields each year, and this season it's back at home for the Coup inside Bob Young Field with redemption on the line.
I actually like playing there. It's pretty, they got a pretty nice facility, but trying to get that one loss that we had here, trying to get that back, that's what I'm looking forward to, just redeeming ourselves on this field. And, being on the Bob is something special. Always having your fellas around you, always having those alum combat, and it's always special around there.
The series is nothing new for Coach Jerry Olszewski, who's in his 5th year at the helm of the Vikings, but it is his first time that he's faced Coach John Anderson, who was named USF's head coach after the 2016 season. Despite the newness of USF staff, these two understand the mental preparation that goes into a rivalry game.
Well, it's trying to keep some normalcy to our schedule and to our preparation. We know that's the most important part, because in order to have fun on Saturday, we got to take care of business throughout the week. So that's one part of it, but also recognizing that it's a different week. It's a special week for us, and we don't shy away from that. So it's kind of straddling both sides of things, and our guys they play in this game every year, so they understand that, and it's so far we're off to a great start. I don't have to worry about the energy. They bring that themselves this week and the motivation to do well, so we just focus on the preparation.
We got to make sure that we're us, and the first opponent we got to make sure we win is Augustana. And if we play 4 quarters of good football, we think we'll like the results. And the biggest thing for them is don't get too caught up in what this is, but enjoy it too. Enjoy it for what it is, because it is special. And for that, it's every year. It's one of those things that you're going to get up for and get ready to go. So my message for them is don't be nervous about it, don't be overexcited about it, but at the same time, come ready to play and enjoy the moment.
To make the rivalry even more interesting, both teams have over 11 players on their roster that are from the Sioux Falls area, which has helped make a short-lived rivalry take deep root quickly in their programs.
Especially me, growing up in Sioux Falls my whole life, experiencing both Augie and USF, just seeing the rivalry as what it is, but now being a part of it for the past 2 years, and now 3rd year coming on, and it's just a great momentum thing, especially this late in the season for both teams, and looking forward to this weekend.
No rivalry comes without a little disdain, but between these two programs, it's more about respect.
We both respect each other, but at the same time, I think it's kind of understood, we don't necessarily like each other too much, but at the same time, that comes back to the respect part. We both respect each other a ton. And
remember kind of just where we started. It's sometimes we don't get as much respect as they do, and I feel like that's something that we're always fighting for. In this conference is just getting that much more respect. So that's just always kind of been the message around here, and just go to work every single day.
I think it was Coach Trank who was talking about it's the closest rivalry as for distance in the entire nation. I don't think there's any two colleges whose campuses are closer than ours, and just we see each other around town, we see each other everywhere. So and with Augie and USF, it's two Division II schools that are right next to each other. So I think it's just the close proximity and how often you get to see those people.
A fight for respect, a battle for the key, the purple and black against the blue and gold, but realistically, a chance to get another win on the schedule.
For the players and coaches, really, it comes down to 60 minutes on Saturday. It's another opponent, and if you prepare differently for that game than you do for any others, then you weren't prepared for the others. So it's really telling them just play within yourself, be who we are, and execute at a high level and enjoy the experience.
All right, thanks so much for that preview, Carla. Kickoff for the Key to the City game between 3-5 Augustana and 7-1 USF is set for noon on Saturday. And if you can't make it to Bob Young Field for the matchup, we'll have it live for you on Midco SN2. When we come back, it's pretty rare to find a goalie in the penalty box, but UND's Cam Johnson joins our Alex Heinert in the sin bin for a very entertaining U-Sit segment from Grand Forks. This is Midco Sports Tonight.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.